I'm with your girl in the bedroom and it sound like shit. I draw that little boy and I'm kidding up. Shorty, your horsey, I told her they like young studio. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed now? Anything under 18, just like Madden.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got the Vikings field-stretching tight end. There's been no shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Vikings and the Falcons, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Sears. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Sears. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Looking to throw. Sears. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that number coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Touchdown, Vikings! Jelani Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sears, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season. But that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope would be a nice postseason run.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the Vikings hit 12-1 now to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. Second quarter now for Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Woods. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Moody. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Starting the drive with Algier. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Sears. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sears. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The goal is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Herbert on first down now. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Herbert. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now it's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Herbert now. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Moody. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Throwing to start the drive. Sears. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Sears under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And they will take over 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established,
taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Lindsey will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Let's take it inside his own 40. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive. Sears. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Sears. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with him. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game.